Hey erudites, in this tutorial we'll discuss Graham's law of effusion. I am Francis Javier, your lecturer for this lesson. Let's start by defining effusion. So effusion is the process in which gas particles pass through a very tiny hole. So halimbawa kapag may butas ang lobo or tires ng bike, dahan-dahang lumalabas ang hangin. So that's a real-life example of effusion. Diffusion naman is the process where gas particles spread out and it's the movement of molecules from high to low concentration. So ang halimbawa naman natin dito kapag nag-spray ka ng perfume sa one corner ng inyong room, eventually maaamoy mo siya kahit nasa kabilang dulo ka. So that is diffusion. Now, the Graham's law of effusion tells us that the rate of effusion of a gas is inversely proportional to the square root of its molar mass. So, ibig sabihin lang nito kapag mas maagaan ang gas, mas mabilis siyang mag-effuse or lalabas. Kapag naman mas malaki ang mass, mas mabagal ito mag-effuse. Thus, given in this formula of R1 over R2 or the rate, this can also be the velocity or the speed of the gas is equal to the inverse square root of molar mass 2 over molar mass 1. We are asked to compare the rates of effusion of hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. So we start out by writing the formula R1 over R2 is equals to the inverse square root of molar mass 2 over molar mass 1. So take note, kung sino ang i-assign yung R1 or R2, it's up to you, pero make sure na same or consistent siya throughout. So kung pag sinulat mong R1 siya dito, si hydrogen, dapat ang hydrogen mo rin sa molar mass ay si number 1. Same goes kapag ang number 1 mo ay si oxygen. So, any naman siya. Okay, next natin after the formula is we get the molar masses of our elements or our gas compounds. So, H2 and O2. H has a mass of 1 times 2, so 2. And oxygen is 16 times 2 is equals to 32. Now, we plug in those values sa ating formula. So, ang i-assign kong bilang R1 is si hydrogen gas. So, R1 natin is hydrogen. So, ibig sabihin ng R2 natin, si oxygen gas is equals to the square root of... Ngayon, since sabi nating inverse siya, so kung sino ang katapat ni hydrogen dito, dapat sa cross-section niya, si hydrogen din ang kanyang katapat na mass. So, ang mass ni hydrogen ay 2, and si oxygen naman ay may 32. Now, we solve for square root of 32 over 2, which will then give us 4. So, hindi natin isasagot na 4 lang kasi ang ina-ask natin is to compare the rate. So, if we are asked to compare the rate, ang isasagot natin sa kanya ay interpretation na answer. So, ang answer natin is hydrogen effuses 4 times faster than oxygen. That is how you answer the comparison of effusion of gases. Problem 2, a gas of unknown molecular mass was allowed to effuse through a small hole. It required 90 seconds for 1 liter of the gas to effuse. Under identical conditions, it required 36 seconds for 1 liter of nitrogen gas to effuse. Calculate the molecular mass of the unknown gas. So since this is a word problem, we write down what is our givens. So, binigyan tayo ng time for nitrogen gas, which is 36 seconds. To get the molar mass of nitrogen gas, aalamin lang natin ang mass ng nitrogen, which is 14 times 2, which is 28 grams. Ngayon, ang pinapahanap sa atin ay ang time ng unknown gas is daw 90 seconds. Okay. Now, rate, since rate is inversely proportional, sulat natin, rate is inversely proportional to 1 over time. So, magbabago na ngayon ang formula natin na R1 over R2 is equals to molar mass 2 over molar mass 1. From this equation, ang binigay sa atin ay time. So, using the relationship na ang rate daw ay inversely proportional sa 1 over t, magbabago ang formula na magiging T1 over T2 is equal to square root of molar mass 1 over molar mass 2. So, take note of the differences. So, nung una, kapag rate ang binigay, opposite ang ating magiging correspondence. So, R1, ang opposite niya, MM1, ay nasa denominator. Ngayon naman, ang time natin, since ang time ngayon ay direct proportional naman siya sa ating mass. So, yun yung pinagkaiba nila. So, kapag rate inverse siya, And kapag time, directly proportional siya sa ating mass. So this now is our new formula that we will be using to solve the given. Okay, so now mag-plug in na tayo ng values. So, ang gagawin kong time 1 ay yung nawawala natin. So, ang time 1 daw ay nawawalang gas ay merong 90 seconds. So, si time 2 ay si 36 seconds equals to molar mass. Okay, so dahil direct na siya, alam natin na nawawala ang grams or ang mass ng gas ni 90 seconds. So, siya yung ating unknown. And then, si 36 seconds naman, siya yung kay N2. Kita natin si N2. So, ngayon si N2, nitrogen gas, ay mayroong 28. So, ngayon magkatapat na sila. So, this now becomes a simple problem na pwede nyo nang isolve for x. So, ang gagawin lang natin dito is square both sides to cancel out first the square root. So, magka-cancel na ngayon ang square root. And kapag square mo ang 90 over 36, makukuha mo ang sagot na 25 over 4 is equals to x over 28. Now, to solve for x, you cross multiply 25 multiplied to 28 is equals to 4x. So 700 is equals to 4x. Divide both sides by 4 to cancel out the coefficient. And the final answer is x is equal to 175 grams. So that means na ang mass ng unknown gas natin na nag-effuse ng 90 seconds ay may mass na 175 grams. Helium and carbon dioxide gas are placed in a container. 3/4 of the helium gas escapes in 8 hours. How long will it take for 1/2 of the carbon dioxide gas to escape under the same conditions? So write down the given. So ang given natin ay time ng helium or 3/4 ng helium to escape is 8 hours. Then molar masses for helium is 4 grams. Then for carbon dioxide, it's 44 grams. Ngayon, ang pinapahanap sa atin is how long naman kapag carbon dioxide, 1/2 nito ay maka-escape under the same condition. So to solve this problem, we want to correspond the two given gases, helium and carbon dioxide, to be in the same fraction. So in our given, meron tayong helium na 3/4. Ang hinahanap natin, carbon dioxide na 1/2. To compare them, we need to have them both on the same fraction. So dahil may helium tayo, ang 3/4 gagawin natin or i-convert natin into 1/2. So how do we do that? We do that using the proportionality of the fraction and time. So fraction escape is actually directly proportional to time. And this can be given through an equation of fraction 1 over fraction 2 is equal to time 1 over time 2. Substituting now the our given, so pwede mong gamitin kahit na anong gusto mong fraction 1 or fraction 2 basta consistent ka sa pipiliin mo. So, piliin natin ang fraction 1 natin ay ang gusto nating mahanap, which is 1/2. So, ang fraction 2, 3/4. Since hinahanap na natin ang time ng 1/2, so x ito. Time 2 natin, we know that helium gas in 3/4 escapes in 8 hours. Now, we cross multiply. So, 8 times 1/2 is equal to 3/4 x. So, 4 is equal to 3/4 x. Then we cross them again. So 16 is equal to 3x. Multiply all by 3. I divide all sides by 3 to cancel out the coefficient. We get x is equals to 16 over 3. Or this is also 5.33 hours. This is your time of helium but in 1/2 condition. So, yan. So, ngayon, same na ang ating fraction. So, same na tayong may 1/2 helium, 1/2 carbon dioxide. From that, we can now substitute them to our equation na dinerive natin kanina using the proportionality of time to molar mass. Time and molar mass is directly proportional. Hence, magkatinginan or magka-face to each other, numerator to numerator, denominator to denominator, ang ating formula. So, T1 over T2 is equal to square root of molar mass 1 over molar mass 2. You can also plug it in differently kung anong gusto mong gas ang T1 or T2, basta same ka throughout the formula. In this problem, I chose T1 to be helium and T2 to be carbon dioxide. Now we are looking for the time of carbon dioxide. So to get the time of carbon dioxide, we will derive the formula. So time of carbon dioxide is equal to time ng helium, since cross-multiply siya, multiplied to the square root of molar mass CO2 over molar mass helium. So dito, nag-derive na ako, pero you can still get the same answer using the equation by itself and isa-substitute nyo lang si x doon. Pero dito, dinerive ko na para makuha na natin siya agad. Okay, so ang time natin ng helium na nakuha kanina in 1/2 is 16 over 3 multiplied by ang molar mass natin ng carbon dioxide ay 44 at ang helium naman ay 3. And if you will calculate all of that together, you will get the time for carbon dioxide to escape in 1/2 conditions will be equal to 17.7 hours. And that is how you get the answer.